my channel. This week we're going to be making a very Christmassy seasonal drink. So this is a bourbon milk punch. It is slightly based on New Orleans brandy punch. We'll get into that, but first I'll tell you what you're going to need. So you're going to need 2 ounces of bourbon. Then you're going to need, got this the wrong way around, 3 ounces of whole milk. You could use half and half if you want as well. 1 ounce of simple syrup. I'm using a Demerara one again, just to get maximum caramelly flavour in there. We're going to need a little bit of vanilla extract as well. Then you are going to want some nutmeg to garnish if possible, or you could use cinnamon if you prefer. So let's get started. We're going to be shaking this drink. So we'll get our ice in the shaker. Okay, ice is in the shaker. Let's go in with our bourbon. Now, this is, as I said, a variation on the brandy milk punch, which originated in New Orleans. Some say it originated at a place there called Brennan's. Other people dispute that. You know how it goes with these things. God, that went everywhere. Just gonna have to add a tiny splash more because of all the stuff I spilt. Yeah, so popular brunch drink in New Orleans, and I feel like it really doesn't need much more explanation than that. What could you think of as more delicious, especially as kind of like a hangover cure? I think it's quite frequently used for as well, which I can totally see, especially with it being creamy. That would kind of, you know, maybe settle your stomach a little bit. But I think it's quite nice as a slight alternative to eggnog. So if you're looking for something that's a bit lighter, and it's also super easy, all you really need is like booze, milk and sugar. And I feel like we all have some variation of that lying around. Like, I suppose you could swap this out for rye if you didn't have bourbon. You don't have milk, you could use half and half. I mean, maybe you could use almond milk or some other dairy alternative as well. I'm gonna use a little splash of vanilla. 1 ounce sugar syrup. Okay, done this again, haven't I? Built it in the wrong bloody thing. Okay, so we're going to shake this for about 10 to 15 seconds till the tin is nice and frosty, and then I'm just going to put it into a rocks glass. You could serve it in a fancy glass, some kind of brandy balloon if you fancy that. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to say that is a lesson to all of us to please make sure that you firmly smack the glass into the tin, or like me, you will be crying over spilt milk all over yourself, which is just what we want. Okay. Wow, that was pretty embarrassing. I would say it's probably the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me on this channel so far. So we're going to strain this. Oh God, I can feel milk all over me. It's gross. Yeah, don't make that mistake, please. Now, get quite a nice kind of frothy head on this as well, which is quite pretty. Okay, we're going to go in with some nutmeg. Highly recommend getting a microplaner for this kind of thing. So just a little dusting, not too much, because if you do too much it can be overwhelming. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, you get a nice sort of fluffy head on there. Smells delicious like nutmeg, obviously. And let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's like a lighter version of eggnog. You've got some of the sort of warmth from the vanilla and the Demerara coming through, all the nice, gorgeous, caramelly, soft, lovely notes of the bourbon, and the whole milk is enough fat to kind of make the mouth feel nice and silky with this. If you're feeling a bit naughty, I would definitely say you could sub some of that for some heavy cream. Yeah, there's something actually that I feel like really gives you more of the, you get more of an impression of the spirit because you're only using milk, rather than once you've got all the, you know, extra layers of fat and heaviness from the egg yolks that you would in an eggnog. So yeah, I think this is a great, especially if you're wanting to like serve something that's Christmassy, let's say before a big meal. So you want the idea of eggnog, but you know, if you give everybody a glass of eggnog, then there's no chance that anyone's really going to eat much of their dinner. But a glass of this, and you could still probably sit down and eat a nice big meal, no problems. Yeah, leave me with a glass of this and I'm a happy bunny. Cheers. I will see you next week for some more cocktails, and if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below, and yeah, I'll see you next week.